Hi everyone and welcome to our Form 4 Chapter 8 Mathematics Measure of Dispersion for Ungrouped Data. In Form 5 you learn for group data, but for now for Form 4 students you learn this one. Okay, this is called Measure of Dispersion for Ungrouped Data. Okay, so first thing we need to know what is dispersion. Dispersion is a small if the data set as a small range. Okay, for example, the data okay, the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the data is very small. So we can say the range is very small. But if like this 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 15, the range is very big. So we call this is a big dispersion, not depression. I don't want to let this chapter become a depression to you. Make it become a dispersion to you. We can measure the dispersion using these four methods: range, interquartile range, variance, and the standard deviation. I think you know about this one, range. But for other three, we will learn today. And also, dispersion you can use for, okay, to plot the table. There is a ungrouped data here. One set of data, we can make it become in order, become a very needy. You see, sim and leaf plot. I think you learned in Form 2. Okay, in Chapter 12, center of tendency. Okay, I think you learned about it. This is stand and leaf plot, batang and down. This is the for one set data. How about we have two set data? We can do the same thing, but we make the standing plot become like this. We combine together. This is called stand and leaf plot. Next one. This is the new thing, dot plot. How do we draw? Draw a number line here. What the value can put here? First, see whether here have any small number, the smallest number. 0, very good. 0, smallest number. Other than that, no. The biggest number, biggest is 8. Other than that, no. Okay, bagus sangat. Okay, what we do now? We draw. Remember, in draw graph, I suggest you to make 5 boxes here. 5 boxes. All the distance is 5 boxes. Cannot 4, 3. Okay, 5 small boxes always in there. Okay, I am suggested to doing this to make it become more consistent and more 漂亮, sorry, more beautiful. Okay, here we have the smallest and largest. We can put like this because it's very small. In big number, you can jump number. You can put 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Also can. If I want to put 0, 3, 6, 9 also can. If very big, number is very big. The value of the range is very big. Okay, and remember, put the point one by one. Okay, and the distance always be the same. You can't, here become like, here is like this, here become like this. That is not accurate. You must put make it beautiful, make it neat. How about 2 data? And do the same thing, but you put one is up, one is down here. Next thing, calculator. Please take out the calculator. Okay. If you are using class with congratulations, I suggest you to using this one because it will become more we call it very advanced. If you use another calculator, because Casio affects the very simple calculator, the one I think it's okay, but for this one, okay, no problem, can use. But for others, it will hard. Okay, remember, okay, this thing. Okay, we have range. Okay, we have new thing we call interquartile range. Okay, but before this, you can use calculator to calculate it, right? Okay, first thing, you need to know what is quarter. Interquartile. Apa itu kuartal? Okay, you see the text here. Okay, for example, we have the value f, we have one set of data. Here is the data here, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 12. The total number of data is 5. 5, right? And I want you to find the median. How do you find median? Using your own method to find it, right? So you can say that our 8 is the median. And that is called median, middle position. So from here we can say the Q1, kuartal 1, is the value of the data in the middle position of the part of the data before the median. So this is 5. We have 5 data, odd number, no problem. Terus cuba. Before this, we have 2 number here. How do you find the median? Very easy. To find the median, what we do? We plus it and divide with 2. Yes, sangat pandai. Sama macam kuartal 3. Just behind it. Okay. If it's a single number means the odd number, okay, we can just direct take the number. If even number, different. We must do the things. This is called kuartal. And remember, arrange the data in ascending order first. Jangan bagi dia secara menurun. Mesti tertib menaik. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jangan bagi dia sangat-sangat. Media macam mana, kuartal macam mana kira, kamu mesti tahu. Dan formula dia memang sangat senang. Kalau kamu nak kira kuartal 1, 1/4 times with the n, what is called n, the total number of data. We can have 5, so just kali dengan 5. And that the answer is what? The answer you get is the position. What position? Okay, 1/4 times 5. The position 1.25. 1.25 means the middle one. Okay. Because it's very small, so you can find the middle one. How do we do? We can choose the same thing. Do like this. Very easy one. 4.5. And this is called quartile. So to find interquartile range, very easy. Using third quartile to minus quartile 1. Next, we go for variance and standard deviation. Variance is the average of the square of difference between each data and mean. First thing, to calculate variance, we need to have mean. Mean is the average number of the data. We already find the average number of the data. We can use the formula to find the variance. Square, remember, variance we have square, but if for standard deviation, square root of the variance. Okay, we can use this one or this one. SD also use this one or this one. I prefer use this one because it's very short and sweet. Next, okay, now I have a question to you. How do you find? Find standard deviation, variance, range, mean using calculator. A manual way, a very old way, you can just tekan saja, tekan one by one. For advanced way, what you can do? First, press menu. You see statistic nombor 6, tekan saja nombor 6. One variable, number 1, tekan saja. Put the number you want to put. It will show here, just follow it. You boleh tekan kamu suka hati lah. Okay. Just put what you want to put. Okay. And press option. and put number 3, you get the whole number here. First one is mean, second one is the total value. The third one is total value after square. And the fourth one, okay, that is called variance. The variance. And below it is the standard deviation. And below it already standardized. So that one no need to use. How do we go down? Just put. Go down, we have more information. This is n is called the total number of data. A number. Minimum, quarter 1, median, quarter 3, maximum. Remember, quarter 2 also equals to median. How do we go back to original calculation? Press AC 2 times. Press menu, press 1. Then you can get back to the original calculation. We see here what is the advantage and disadvantages of various measures of dispersion. First thing, using range if not extreme value. Interquartile range if have extreme value. What happens here? Range determined by big and small value. Interquartile range is determined by the position. The position is the total number of data is 5. You just take the quarter 1, quarter 3. You just take the largest number, smallest number. You take the range, take the quartile. So we'll be more accurate for it. Even though I have the extreme value. Okay? And we using this one to teach them, we can make it become like this. We can draw become like this box plot, a very new thing for you. Okay, here we have whisker. Both whisker connect with like this. Quarter 1 connect with minimum value. Quarter 3 connect with maximum value. And quarter 2 stay on here. Okay, and quarter 1 and quarter 2 and quarter 3 will draw a straight line, vertical line, and for others, horizontal line. Okay, like this one. Just do like this. And how do we determine the distribution? Symmetry distribution means all the line, okay, is symmetry. No big, no small. All is same size. But if the here the whisker is same, but inside, okay, the Q2, the median, is more onto the right. Means here very big because it's the left skew. But if the quarter 2 moves to the left, here we say it's very big. Here is called right skew. For the line whisker, same thing. If the line here is more larger, we call left skew. If here, right skew. This is called broad spot. Broad spot we can use for form 5 later. For this now, we just need to know about it only because form 5 we can use for it untuk bahasa Melayu. Whisker ialah sunggut. Okay, ingat. And anything, if the value of the data suddenly change, what is the effect? Change on the dispersion. Okay, change on the dispersion. If all the value is plus with one value, for example, all the value that I put here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the value here I plus with 2, what will happen? Range, no. Range, variance, ST, anything does not changes. You can try for it. Because anything is just plus 2. Minus 2 also same thing. So plus minus of the data, it does not change anything. It will remain same. But if all the data times with 2 times or divide with something, okay, the range variance, SD, anything, or also priority times or divide. But if the value here, for example 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I remove 9, I put 55, 55. That is called outlier, pencilan. Okay, you got pencilan, you penci dia. Okay, got outliner, got outsider. This outsider makes the range, the SD, the variance change extremely. But for interquartile range, will change slightly because interquartile range determined from position of data. Determine the quartile, not the value. If the value I add another one, okay, I add nombor 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so what will happen? It become like this. Okay, if the number that I put is near to the mean, so my standard deviation will go up. If far from the mean, we will lower standard deviation. It's not about bigger or smaller, it's about near and far. That is for when the real value is added, but it's not very extreme, not extreme value. Today, we use standard deviation to do what? To compare the data, the consistency of data. The smaller the standard deviation, the more consistent of the data. If the mean is larger, the more consistent of the data. We have one expectation, means exclude example. You see here, the table shows the achievements of 2 pupils in 5 physics tests. Kita tengok sini, kita ada 2 orang, okay, sudah buat test, okay, buat ujian, 5 ujian, maka mereka sudah ada. The teachers already marked their tests. So the result of the test is already paparkan di sini. One of the pupils will be selected to represent the school in a physics quiz competition. Determining who is eligible to be selected and justify your answer. How do we determine? We using the largest value here. Can I? Actually, it's not. Actually, not. Why happened? What happened to that? Okay. If you see Aiman, okay, the smallest is 40. John, the smallest is 15.8. Largest 90. John 80. Even though we can say this one is more higher, but we see the smallest. You see, here is 14. The consistency, okay, suddenly jump. That is not consistent. So teacher want to choose the people who are make the result consistently. We using standard deviation to find the SD. Need to find mean. Other mean, kalau boleh kira SD. Tengok walaupun dua orang ini mean dia sama, tapi jawapan SD lain. Jawapan SD dia lain. You boleh guna calculator untuk kirakan dia. Calculate. Both people, their SD is different. What happened today? Because you see this one, 40 sangat jauh sangat. 90 sangat jauh compared to these people. Dia 80, the highest. The lowest is 58. Not so far away. Not so far away. So we see the deviation. Okay, we call the system Serakan. Okay, so the smaller SD Serakan biawan, the data more consistent. Okay, the data more consistent. So John was selected to participate the quiz. finally, in exam, what you came out? You came out like this. 4 things you need to know. Cari mean, cari variance, cari SD, compare data. Always came out this question. Okay, I can say that. Okay, variance SD kena pandai cari, kena pandai guna. Tak pandai, tak tahu saya. In mean, kamu mesti sudah tahu macam mana kira. Compare data, remember SD smaller, more consistent. Sisihan biawai laki kecil, laki consistent. Okay, laki cun. So dia boleh pergi untuk menyertai pendampingan. So that's all from today. I hope you can enjoy this video. And you see you in the next chapter. Goodbye.